IFAST, right? This was one of the most popular fintech stock in 2021, whereby we saw prices rising from like $2 to like about $10 in about like 10 months, right? And what happens was over the past few months, we have seen weakness starting to creep in. So what is the outlook for IFAST right now as we continue into 2022? Hey guys, Joey here, top tier reminder trader in Philip Securities. And over the past few weeks and months, I have many people asking me about IFAST, whether is it like a good time to think about getting in because it's been really quite cheap. I mean, compared to prices, we have seen last year $9, $10. Now it's like looking at about $4, $5, and it's really attractive, right? So is it time to get in, or should you actually be more cautious or more wary of actually more downside happening? And in this video, we'll be looking at IFAST. We'll dive into the charts to see what it says. I'll do a quick analysis of where we are right now in terms of the trend, where are some of the support levels whereby we might potentially head to, or maybe what are some of the key levels whereby if we were to break those levels, then potentially we might see a reversal. If not, it will still be negative or bearish for now, right? So do stay around all the way to the end of this video. If you are looking to get in on IFAST, holding on to it, make sure you watch this video all the way to the end, and we'll also dive into the system that I have called One Good Trend, in short 1GT, whereby we had a couple of good bullish signals for last year 2021, right, when it kind of like ride the uptrend fully. But then somewhere around like November, December, January this year, a couple of bearish signals come out. So let's take a look at the system to see what it says, if there are any bearish signals, whether you need to be careful because there might not be any exits on the most recent bearish signals. So let's dive into IFAST in the charts right now. So this is IFAST right now trading at about $4.76. So I did a video on IFAST a couple of months back, somewhere around January, when we were just around the $7 mark, and we kind of like broke this $7. And I mentioned that you want to be careful because there were already some signs of weakness somewhere around like December, January, with the trend starting to turn down, right? So in 2021, it was a really good rally. Look at this, right? We went from like about like $1.50 to $2 all the way up to about the $10 mark. It's like a 379% upside. You've gotten in somewhere around like September 2020, all right, all the way up to about $10. And there were some signs of weakness coming in. Sellers started to come back in. So it was a really good stock in 2021, but somewhere around like December 2021, right, that's where I started to see some signs of weakness because we have broken some of those key support level like this right here. That would be the $8 support level. So we have spotted what we call something like a head and shoulder pattern. Let me just show you guys what I mean by that. So this is like something like a head, or it could be like a double top, but it's like a head right here, and this is like a left shoulder and something like a right shoulder. So when we see this, it can be a sign of the trend turning from a bit of an uptrend to a downtrend, and more importantly, if we to break this support level right here. So this was a good support level whereby we have been holding since like June last year for like 6-7 months. But unfortunately, somewhere around like December, January this year, we kind of broke this support level, and pretty much that's where some weakness actually started to set in, and sellers kind of like came down to push prices all the way down. So we kind of like hit it down, and you can see that over the past few months, in February, March, we broke this support level as well, the $7 mark. Right, went lower, consolidated lower. So we kind of like consolidate lower and push lower again, consolidate lower and push lower again. So each time it consolidates, it breaks the support and push lower. So not a good thing in terms of the trend, right? We cannot like see prices trying to push above the previous high or form higher highs. That's not what we are seeing, right? Instead, we are seeing it trying to form what we call lower highs and lower lows. So not a good thing in terms of the trend, whereby it is pretty much in a downtrend right now. Looking at the moving averages, you can see that this red line, the 100 days moving average, I think I've talked about it in the previous video about 3 months back in January, all right, whereby this red line, the 100 days moving average, have turned down and it crossed below the blue line. So not a good thing in terms of the mid to long term trend, whereby we are pretty much in a downtrend. Of course, this green line is the 20 days moving average. Look at this right here. This is the 20 days moving average pointing down. You can see it's pretty much pointing down right now. Prices below the green line. So in the short term as well, it doesn't look that strong. So if you're looking to buy, because some of my clients asking me, is it time to get in, because it's a huge discount. I mean, looking at it like a $9, $8, now it's only like $4.76 if you to buy now. And if you were to like go back up to $8 or $9 or $10, that's where you can see a pretty decent profit. But is it the right time to buy now? So like I mentioned somewhere in January when we did a video, I would say that right now there are still signs of weakness. So normally we don't want to try to catch the bottom, because you never know how low it can go. I mean, it's the fact that it's a downtrend, and if it were to break a support level like the $8, like the $7, that's where it can push lower. That's exactly what we're seeing. So over the past few days or past 1 week plus, we have broken this little support right here at about $5.20, $5.25. Look at this right here. It was a bit of a support. We kind of broke down about 1 week plus back, and it kind of like went below the $5. So not a good thing. We're attempting to kind of like push lower and find a new low, which is definitely not a good thing. So where could the potential downside be? So normally, as I say, we don't want to try to rush to catch the bottom, because it might just push lower, and if you're just buying and buying along the way down, that's where it can really wipe out your entire capital. So you don't want to do that until you see some clear signs of a reversal. But right now you can see that it is not happening. All right, what you can see is like if it like kind of consolidates here and maybe attempt to push higher, it breaks above the $5.50 or maybe even the $6 as it pushes higher, then there could be a good sign of a reversal. Maybe the trend indicators start to turn up, then there could be a clear sign of a reversal. But right now we are not seeing any of that, and instead we are kind of like breaking a support and heading even lower. So let me just go to see where we can potentially hit to. I would say right now the downside targets could be kind of revised even lower. The fact that we have broken the $5.20 to $5, downside targets may be all the way towards this level right here, and that would be somewhere around the $4 level. Why $4? Look at this, guys. This is pretty much where we were in 2020. Look at this, right? It was a firm resistance level, and when we broke the $4 level, look at this, right? That was where the uptrend really started to move up in 2021 January. So yeah, probably like about more than 1 year and 3 months back, you see that this resistance level would now be like the support level. So that is where you can potentially head to, all right, about $4.50 to $4. I think we hit to near $4. That's where some bargain hunting can come back again, maybe some short covering as well. And yeah, if you are thinking about loading up to get it on dips to catch the rebound, you can consider that. But as I say, we try not to buy on dips because if the $4 were to be broken, we may actually hit lower as well, just like how we've seen it, like the $7, the $8, the $9. Once it broke down, we actually hit lower. So we want to make sure, if you're thinking to buy, make sure you have a plan. If it does break the $4, if you're going to get it like near $4.05, $4.10 to catch a rebound up, it may happen. But if it does break the $4, you want to be careful, because that's where more selling can actually happen, all the way below $4 to maybe even the $3, right? So that's what can potentially happen. Okay, so this is IFAST right here, trading about $4.76, a little bit more bearish for now. So as I say, if you're looking to buy, you definitely want to have a plan. All right, for us, we would not want to buy until we see some clear signs of a reversal, and this is not what we are seeing right now. So let's take a look at the system that I have, the 1GT, one good trend system, to see if there are any bearish signals that have played out over the past few months. So this is IFAST on my 1GT system, one good trend, whereby it kind of alerts us to counters like this, and also guides us on entry and exit as well, and also to get out if certain things were to change, like the trend or some bearish signals were to come in as well. All right, so this is IFAST right here. I'll not go too far, but as I say, in 2021 was a really good uptrend, and in fact we had a couple of good bullish signals somewhere in 4th of January 2021. Look at this right here, really good move up all the way from like about $3 to somewhere around the $6.50 mark, and then we got a little of consolidation right here, another bullish signal went up. But let me just zoom into somewhere around like here, right, October, November, December 2021. You can see that this trend, all right, started to turn, right? Look at this, right? The trend bar that we have seen, in September, August, it was pretty much in green in color, but somewhere around November, the trend bar has turned from green color to red color. That means that the trend has kind of like turned from a bit of an uptrend to a downtrend. So you want to be careful. You want to, if you have rode it like $2, $3, $4 and gone up to like $9, $10, that's where you can think about taking some profit as well, especially if you see like some new bearish signals coming out. This is like a red arrow down. Look at this, right? Before that, it was pretty much just green arrow. It went up, and we had this bearish signal coming in like October, went down a little bit. We got another one in December, and look at this. This was in 7th of January, right? 7th January 2022 this year, and look at the selling that just happened after this bearish signal. We got to exit. Another bearish signal that came in February, went down a little bit more. And let's just zoom into this right here, right? So just most recently on the 12th of April, right? 12th of April, which is about a month back, all right? We have a new, now look at this right here, this is like a new bearish signal. It's a red arrow down, 1 GT bearish signal in a downtrend. So you can see prices started to hit lower, went down, down, down. We kind of like broke the 550 support, went all the way down. And as I say, this is where we are right now, around 480 to 470 level. So there are still no exits from this bearish signal. So as I say, you want to be careful, right? You normally don't want to buy in a downtrend because, especially if there's like a bearish signal in a downtrend, that's where selling pressure can actually continue to come back. We might just rebound a little bit and sellers comes back to push prices down even lower. Right, so until we see some clear signs of the trend turning up, like this red bar to turn up to become green in color, all right, and prices to find like new highs, or maybe it breaks a certain resistance level and stay above, that's where we can think about getting in. But right now, as I say, we're not seeing any of that, and you just want to be careful. If the 450 were to break down, then unfortunately we may even head towards the $4, and we'll see if there are any exit signal that comes out then. All right, so this is IFAST from my 1 GT system. We have a bearish signal just recently on the 12th of April. There are still no exits, so you want to be careful of more downside. Alright guys, so there we have it. We have covered this stock IFAST, and I hope you now have a clearer picture of where we are right now for IFAST. If you should be holding on to it, if you're thinking to buy, I hope we now have a clearer picture of what to do and what not to do as well. Right, so if you like this video guys, go ahead to give me a like. It will definitely help out the channel, and of course smash the subscribe button as well if you've not yet done so, so that you will not miss out on any videos like this. Right, so we are currently running some of those free web classes if you are keen to learn a little bit more on the whole entire blueprint behind this strategy that I'm using in terms of my one good trend. And we have even another more powerful strategy called the one explosive trade, 1ET. All right, we are running some web classes. So if you're keen to find out a little bit more, all right, I'll place the link below. Attend one of those free web classes to learn a little bit more, and that's where you can see how you can get access to a system like this, and also understand the blueprint or the framework behind this system as well. All right, so Joey here. I look forward to see you in one of those free web classes. Go ahead, let me know what are your thoughts on IFAST. If you're holding on to it, comment below, let me know what your thoughts, and I look forward to see you in the next video. Joey here, take care.